Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are listening to KSFS San Francisco at beccamedia.net/KSFS radio. That being said, welcome to another episode of Something Sporty.
Hello, guys.
I am Erik Carlson, your co-host, and alongside me, as always, is...
AKA Sid or Gian.
And so, how was your weekend?
It was amazing. Pretty relaxed weekend. Got a lot of rest. A lot of final projects I've been catching up. Two of my classes basically I finished. This is only final project. It's not due until next week, but it's better to start early.
Yeah, of course.
So I got that done. Just work, and then now like this week it's kind of be busy. There's some classes that I have to do projects to, and I have to take my dog for his 8 weeks vet.
Your dog?
Yes. I just good. Let me bring this back. I got a dog around, I believe September.
September.
Yeah, September.
Okay. So
recently.
Right when the show was beginning.
Yes, basically
Okay.
recently. His name is Meepo. He's a corgi, a tricolored corgi. So a lot of people only know it's black and white, and brown and white. Mine is black and black, white, and brown, and there's only a hint of brown. It's mostly black. He's 18 weeks old, kind of chunky right now. He's last time I checked him when he was 15 weeks, he is 15 pounds. Now he's about to be 20 pounds.
Oh, wow.
He's 18 weeks old right now. So he's been eating good.
Big doggy.
Yes, he's
Big doggy.
chunky doggy. He is starting to show when he walks. His butt. You know how corgi is known for his butt. Yeah, it starts shaking. That one. And the only thing is he can go upstairs, but he can't go downstairs. So he will wait for you to carry him to go downstairs. So he will stand on the edge and wait for you to carry him, but he can't go down.
So he only knows how to walk upstairs, but not down.
Yes.
What gives?
But super cute. He's almost potty trained, but not only in a certain places. We can't take him out still because the vaccine. He's not fully vaccinated yet, so it's kind of dangerous because he might get caught some disease, and he doesn't have his rabies yet. So it's gonna be this week.
Makes sense.
So that's all.
Yeah.
How about you, Erik?
Busy, very busy. I had a commentating gig on Saturday for one, and what is it? One of the games. It was so wild. I'll get to that in a moment. Other thing is, I was wrapping up my 2-week running break. I started running again today. We are officially in the track preseason.
Ooh.
And the season officially begins for us right when the school semester begins.
Oh, so you have how many weeks to prepare? 3-4 weeks? Wait, actually, when does the school start? Next January something?
School semester, I believe it starts the 30th this year.
Oh, wow. Damn, we have a plenty of time.
Yeah, it's nearly 2 months before the season officially begins, and the school semester.
Yes. That makes sense now, because a lot of UC also, they added before you only had 2 weeks, now they have a whole month. UC Davis, they started their break started at this coming up 9th.
Oh.
Yeah, they're super early.
They're starting their break right now? Or?
Soon. So this is the dead week.
Oh,
this is the finals week. My sister's is coming back at the 11th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard about something like that with UC Berkeley. My brother went to UC Berkeley, and it was basically the same thing as him. I remembered that he would always go back home before I would.
Mm-hmm.
For winter break, as in coming back from home back to here for the spring semester.
Mm-hmm. But now you have a good amount of time.
Yeah, so an equal amount of time, you're saying? They get out around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just added basically, I heard, 2 weeks of vacation.
Oh, okay.
Because before, UCs, they come back usually at the 3rd or the 5th of January, but now most of them comes back at the 12th, I believe. So
I mean, it depends on the school. Like some UC schools, like UC Santa Barbara, follow the quarter system. Meanwhile, semester schools like
Merced.
UC Merced or UC Berkeley in this case, they follow the semester schedule, like SF State or Cal State East Bay. Yeah. Another highlight of my weekend, though, was Metro Boomin's new album.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
Okay. Let me hear your favorite song by that album.
The long-awaited sequel called Heroes and Villains, which is the follow-up album to Metro Boomin's 2018 album, Not All Heroes Wear Capes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Fire album. My God. Ooh.
At first, a lot of people were overhyped it when they released it, and I started listening it more. I'm like, actually, this is so good. There's some transitions. It was so smooth that I didn't even know it's a different song anymore. I'm not sure which one is it, but we can probably play it later. But it was like a song. I'm like, wait, there's a different song anymore. But it was like so the transition from the other song to the next one is so good that like, oh crap, it's a different one already.
Yeah, it just felt so cinematic. Like don't get me started with the Homelander part.
Ooh.
Homelander, that caught me off guard. Homelander's monologue from The Boys.
Yes.
I'm surprised Metro Boomin added that part to the first song, and man, it works to say the least.
I know, and also kind of made me feel emotional is when Feel the Freya is featured by Takeoff.
Oh, Feel the Fire?
Yeah, is that how you say it? Oh, I didn't read
yeah.
it. But yeah, that one is
Oh,
I didn't know it was I didn't really read the title because I was listening to the car, so I didn't see it. But wait, this is Takeoff.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
so I can't believe that he's like not with us anymore. So
yeah, and Takeoff definitely delivered on his part. Yeah, may that guy rest in peace.
Man. Yeah. But crazy album, 15 songs. Love it.
Yeah,
And
definitely an album of the year contender for sure.
it's like a same level as the from Drake's album.
Which one?
The recent one with 21 Savage.
Her
mostly.
Loss?
Is it Her Loss? Yeah, Her Loss.
Yeah, the collab album with 21 Savage. He released another album earlier this year called Honestly Nevermind, and I've heard like mixed things about it.
But yeah, love Metro Boomin.
Yeah, Metro Boomin delivers once again. Yeah, amazing album. If you haven't listened to it, check it out. Me and Gian strongly recommend it.
Yes. Mostly in the late night drives. It's pretty good.
Yes. And my personal favorite is Creepin' with The Weeknd and 21 Savage.
Yes, that's basically almost the same thing as mine too. I was actually listening to that on my way here. So that's why I told Erik we should talk about Metro Boomin.
All right. Before we get carried away, let's dive into the world of sports.
Yes, sir.
Let's make some shout-outs first to our teams here at San Francisco State. Let's start with the wrestling team, who is here on the show just last week. They had the Roadrunner Open, and a couple of the teams, they scored some wins for the Gators, but unfortunately they fell short there at the Roadrunner Open. And over at the meet that's being held by FHSU, I forgot what it stood for. Give me one moment. Fort Hays State University, an invite being held over there. A couple of guys scored some wins. One of the wrestlers, Zach Wright, he returned for the first time since suffering a head laceration in his first bout of the season. And he came back with a big win right there. And then later on, the Gators got some decision victories in the next couple of bouts. At the FHSU meet, they scored. They split both their matches at the meet. They won the first one. I think they won 25-19. I think. I'm not too sure. And then they unfortunately lost 30-9. But despite that, their head coach was very happy with the outcome of the match overall. It was a great first big road trip for the guys. He said that it was our first opportunity of the year to see some of the best D2 wrestlers in the country and to really test our guys. And he also said that he's happy with how they stepped up to the challenge.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so great work to those guys. Great work to the wrestling team. For the men's basketball team, they went up recently against number 15 Cal State Santa Barbara and Cal Poly Pomona on Thursday and Saturday, respectively. 3 of the players scored 9 points apiece. Jalen Flanagan led the Gators with a season-high 20 points on 9 of 11 shooting. John Bakey scored a career-high 19 points to go with the 8 rebounds and 5 steals.
Oh, 5 steals. That's good.
Yeah. Caleb Bowden, Jalen Flanagan, Toby Okuaki all added 9 points apiece. Unfortunately, they fell short against Santa Barbara, but they fell. I am so sorry. They fell short, but they put up a great fight. They put up great numbers in that matchup. Cal Poly Pomona, though, that match, wild, absolutely wild. It went to 3 overtimes.
What?
Back and forth matchup. Like,
that's crazy.
It was wild, unbelievable.
Okay, how does the first overtime started? Okay, let's see. I want to hear that one.
It was a comeback, I think, by Cal Poly Pomona. They were down by around 10 or so.
Ooh.
But they tied it up at around 70 or so. Forced the first overtime. I forgot what happened in the second overtime, or like what caused the second overtime.
Yeah.
But the most notable part of the entire game was when one of the players from Cal Poly Pomona missed a free throw. Another guy was wide open for a 3, nails the 3. It was tied up 83 all, and there's 3.4 seconds left in the game. And the Gators were looking for like a game-winning play. One of the players chucks it out to one of the other players. He went for an open layup for the win, and like the crowd went crazy.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, that basket was overruled.
Oh, well, like how? Like,
as in the ball didn't go off in time.
oh, okay. It didn't leave his hand on time.
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't suck. But he made it though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, 3 seconds in a layup. Yeah, it's gonna be like by micro point seconds if they even count that. Like, you know. So for that 3 seconds, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. And then unfortunately they fell short in the third overtime by 7 points. But hey, men's team put up a great fight in that game. That was easily the wildest game I've ever seen.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
And the Gators put on a show. And to give credit to the Broncos too, they did a great job. Yeah. But more so the Gators in my book.
Yeah, usually 3 overtimes. I don't even see those in like NBA sometimes. Only 1 overtime, yeah, but I don't see 3.
Yeah, but 3 overtimes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's unheard of. Like it's rare, very rare.
Yeah,
and when you watch that live in person, you're in for a treat.
Yes, and your feet is in like the edge because you're like, who's gonna win this one? Okay, 1 overtime. Oh wait, never mind, another one. Oh wait, after another one, let's go for a third one.
It was too close to call. Crazy.
Can they even go for another overtime if it happens?
A 4th overtime? Yeah.
Oh, they could.
Theoretically, they could like go up to like 6 overtimes if that ever happens. Yeah, but Yeah.
That is crazy, crazy.
So, yeah, we had some teams putting up valiant efforts against steep competitions that they faced this weekend. And everyone will be back hungrier for the next matchups. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I also wanted to shout out the women's basketball team for putting up valiant efforts themselves. They also went up against Cal State, Santa Barbara, and Cal Poly Pomona and put up great numbers themselves. So, yeah, regardless, shout out to all the teams I've mentioned here. You guys put up great performances all of year round, and I'm excited to see what you guys will do next.
That is, and I think they're also gonna get ready. I think is it gonna be their last games for this year, or is one more coming up, or
For
like in general most sports before we go to the winter break.
there's gonna be some games going on during the winter break,
Oh,
from my
really?
understanding. Yeah, the
What?
season's ongoing.
Oh God.
Yeah, the season goes through the spring, around end of March. I think that's what it ends.
Oh, okay. Then they don't even have small breaks and stuff in the middle.
There is a break.
Oh, okay.
After 2 weeks from now,
Oh, okay.
like a small break, and then
they come back again.
yeah, they come back when the new year begins.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So let's look at the playoff picture for the NFL currently.
Oh, what is? Let's see.
Yeah. So Vikings, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, all up there with the best records in the NFL right now. The Eagles are 11-1 right now.
Oh, no, 11-1. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and right behind them are the Minnesota Vikings, who are 10-2 currently.
That is super nice.
Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing the Vikings, Bills, Chiefs, and Eagles, and even the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. My coworker is a fan of Cowboys. All his table from his work is just straight up decked up Cowboys. Sometimes, and when they lose, I go up to him and flip all his little thing, his cowboy, like upside down, and he gets super triggered.
Oh.
I know. Like I'm like, any team that Cowboy lose, and we like, he's a diehard fan Cowboy, and we just kind of play with him. It's super funny. I love those people, like people that is either a 49ers diehard fan or like a different team. I always go to like opposite to just annoy them. It's just for fun.
Yeah, the Cowboys, definitely a toxic fan base, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But he is kind of toxic, So.
I rest my case. Yeah. And I think who will be in the wild card hunt, well, they are currently the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Commanders, the Jets, the Giants, the Bengals, all of whom have winning records, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the Seahawks. They were your pick. They have been surprisingly good this season.
I know. Even though remember I told you I think when it was like four shows ago probably, and
This was like probably, it's been 2 months.
yeah,
by
2
now.
months when you told me like what NFL team do you said. I said no, usually go for Seahawks. But I didn't expect that they're gonna be at least doing well.
As of this show recording, the Seahawks are currently 7-5. They are second in the NFC West right now.
Yes, it's pretty good. Just below 49ers.
Yeah, it's safe to say that the Seahawks have actually been surprising us. And yeah, it's safe to say Geno Smith has definitely been a surprise. I believe that's what Ben said, one of our guests we've had a little while back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so, yeah, we'll see what the Seahawks can pull off in the coming weeks.
Yeah,
There's 12 games down. We got 5 to go.
Mm-hmm. And they are 7-5 right now, just below 49ers 8-4. So that's still pretty good.
Yeah, and the NFC West used to be full of mediocrity, but not anymore. It's like it's picture clear as to who's good, who's actually good, and actually bad.
That's true.
Cases in point, the good, Niners and Seahawks. the bad Cardinals and Rams. And the Cardinals are 4-8 right now, while the defending Super Bowl champions, the Rams, are 3-9.
Damn. That is kind of...
Yeah. I think it has to do with, like, OBJ. OBJ, like, played a huge role. Odell Beckham Jr., that is. He played a big role in the Rams' Super Bowl run last year. And with that missing piece gone, I think that's what made the Rams fall apart this season. Yeah. And so I labeled them as a maybe next year team. By maybe next year, I mean, yeah, they're done. They're done. See ya.
Man.
Yeah, and they're part of they're next to, I should say, the Bears, Texans, Jaguars, Broncos, Panthers, Saints, Colts, and the Packers. All of them are gone. See you later. Yep. The Broncos, yeah, not looking good with Russell Wilson right now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. He's not looking a good place on this this lineup. This win at least his.
Yeah. And the last section is there is a chance that standing, I should say. Browns, Steelers, Falcons, Lions, Chargers, Patriots, all of them are hanging on to a barely winning record or a barely losing record. And some are just smacked in the middle in pure mediocrity, I guess.
They're like, average.
Yeah, at the moment.
But, we still have 5 more games, right? 5, 4, 5. 5. So either they make that all those 5 wins or they're gone.
Yeah. Returning back to the 49ers, they are in a bad position right now because Jimmy Garoppolo, he's out with a season-ending injury.
Oh, yeah, that's not looking good.
He broke his ankle yesterday in the game against the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, that's not good. Mostly when you break something, it takes a year.
Oh, he broke his foot, not his ankle.
Okay, foot. That is even worse.
I'm not sure, but a broken bone
in general,
it's awful regardless. Yeah. And he's undergoing season-ending surgery too.
And it takes at least gonna take another 2 or at least 2 seasons to recover fully. Mostly for the broken.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Probably, it would be a miracle if he comes back in 8 months.
Yeah,
as in when the 2023-24 season begins for the NFL.
Yeah. Man, that's injury is always the worst. For the whole team and for the players, it's like the worst thing you can happen. Any injuries, mostly for quarterback, anything you broke your foot, your hand, it's like the worst.
Yeah. And now the 49ers are down like 2 quarterbacks. They're out with Trey Lance. Trey Lance is out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jimmy G is out for the season.
I don't know if 49ers can keep this one. Maybe Seahawks might replace that spot at this point now.
Maybe so, but here's the thing. The 49ers, despite their circumstances right now, they're 8-4.
Yeah. That's why I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, absolutely. That they're even winning, let alone 5 games in a row. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's their 5th straight win.
Since the last time we talked, right? Because last time they were like doing pretty bad when we talk about the Niners.
Yeah, like after the last time, whenever that was. Yeah. And now it's up to Brock Purdy, who is the team's backup quarterback, to step up. But he did yesterday. He threw 210 yards and a touchdown. So there's that at least.
Good. He needs to double time for them, bro.
Yeah, he has to double time. No. Triple time.
But they're missing 2
quarterbacks. And I'm not sure if the 49ers have like any other backup quarterbacks. I mean they got to at this rate. Yeah, otherwise the Niners they're basically screwed. Mm-hmm. So Brock Purdy needs to play the best football of his life.
At this point.
Yeah, if he wants to keep up the Niners' winning ways. I mean, we also have some some other offensive assets like Christian McCaffrey or Deebo Samuel or George Kittle, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Kittle Skittle. That's a nickname I give him. Yeah, it's a fun little rhyme. But anyways, those are the assets we still have, but they're not complete without a quarterback, of course.
Yeah.
So, in other words, protect Brock Purdy at all costs.
We can't afford another injury. At least a quarterback injury.
Right. Yeah. So the question here is, can Brock Purdy step up for the lack of quarterbacks and the Niners right now?
He has to. There's no, I mean, both of the two main stars are down for the season. He needs to like what you said, triple time, and he needs to actually think about how he gonna execute these games for this, since they also have a 5 winning streak. So, not at least Niners owner, whoever owns Niners, hey bro, he's talking to. You better step up. We're trying to keep this six.
And they're facing Tom Brady and the Buccaneers next Sunday.
Ooh, Tom Brady, bro. He need to retire. Come on.
I mean, the Buccaneers, they're 5-6 right now. Oh, they're taking on the Saints right now. They're down 13-3 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, fourth quarter.
Yes, fourth quarter.
Oh, how many minutes?
8 minutes and 17 seconds.
They can still manage. Hopefully.
Yeah, but they're hanging on to they're trying to hang on to mediocrity right now, record-wise, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, speaking of San Francisco, Aaron Judge recently landed in the area to meet some family, as he says. The guy was born in Sacramento, and there were some videos of him touring around Oracle Park and checking out the little memorabilia museum over there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And from my understanding, allegedly, Stephen Curry had dinner with him, and maybe he tried to persuade Judge to come join the San Francisco Giants. Mind you, Aaron Judge is a free agent right now.
Ooh. Hey, he's not probably. Hey, that's a good sign. He's probably just looking around and see what's a best fit for him.
Yeah, and there was some alleged drama too. Notably, Judge removed his from his IG bio New York, as in the Yankees.
Yeah.
And he was even rumored to unfollow the Yankees, but some fans said he never followed them on Instagram to begin with when he was drafted in 2016, 17.
Oh damn! Imagine playing for the Yankees and you didn't follow them.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird.
But yeah, maybe the persuasion will work. Maybe not. We'll see in the coming months. I mean, it's gonna be a while before we get back to the MLB season. It starts around March.
Yeah, we have 4 months ish.
Yeah, so we'll see if he ends up going to the Giants, or he ends up staying in New York, or goes elsewhere.
Yeah, come back to the Bay.
Yeah, but either way, the news will be blockbuster.
Yes.
Breaking news: Aaron Judge signs with this team. It's gonna be crazy, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But if he goes to a team like the Phillies, who ended up going almost to the World Series. Oh wait, did they go to the World Series?
It's Philadelphia and
the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Padre loses, it was Phillies and.
Oh yeah, Phillies and Astros. Okay,
yeah,
I was right. Anyways, if he ended up going to a team like the Phillies, which have some promising players, that's gonna be even mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, all-star to all-star.
Yeah, 3 all-stars now. Assuming they sign Aaron Judge, the news will be even more blockbuster, and the Phillies could become an actual world title contenders, guaranteed contenders.
Yeah, always going to be in the World Series.
Yeah, for sure. So, On that note, what do you have for us today?
Oh, I just want to talk about the FIFA against it's been South Korea versus Brazil. I was watching the game. Even though I was rooting for South Korea, but Brazil put a performance. Neymar, Vin Jr. They're like all their plays are super amazing, but kind of sad because I was rooting for South Korea. Is the Brazil won 4-1, so for Korea only scored 1. So
Ooh.
that's it's kind of
And did this happen today?
yesterday,
Oh, yesterday.
not like
Okay.
literally today.
Oh, literally today.
Yeah,
okay.
like earlier.
Okay, so they moved on to the semifinals then?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, they're
Brazil.
the first team to move on to the semifinals. Okay.
Yeah. So I was watching that earlier before this show started, but just before South Korea was putting a good performance on this FIFA World Cup. They beat the Spain, I believe so. In my understanding, but yes, South Korea is disqualified now at FIFA.
Oh.
But also, because what else happened this week? I also talk about what is that called? The Warriors. Where is it?
What's going on with them?
Right now they're actually. I was supposed to go on this game today. Earlier.
Oh.
I was supposed to go not earlier, like the last week's game versus the where is it? I forgot which one is it, but before the against the Mavericks they go. Tuesdays the 29th. Oh, but thank God I didn't go because they lost.
Oh, wait, what?
Last week the Warriors was against I was supposed to go to the game, Warriors versus Mavericks, but I didn't end up going because some of my friends flake, so I just sold my ticket. Thank God I didn't go because they lost.
Oh. Yeah, well, good investment then.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I sold my ticket to my coworkers. They're happy. I mean, I kind of lost money selling the ticket because, it was just a resale and you sold it back. It was a last minute too. It was like a 2 hour before the game start, and I was like, oh, all my friends flake, and I just don't want to just go and not, just waste the ticket. So I just asked like some of my coworkers before I get off work.
I see.
But they lost 13-16. Oh, 13. 116 to 113.
Oh, okay, so it was a close game.
It was a close game. It was only a one shot.
Oh, I think I saw highlights of that game.
It was a pretty insane. My coworker said it was a back to back. They just lost to this one. I think it was 1-3, and then yeah.
Okay, so at least it wasn't a blowout.
Yes, it was not a blowout.
Oh, the Warriors actually have a winning record right now. They're 13-11.
Mm-hmm.
They're going up against the Pacers right now, and they're down by 14.
Oh well, damn.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Wait, you were saying? Sorry.
oh yeah, but yeah, that's was that what I wanted, because I never been to a Warriors game that every time I go, is always a lose. I think I'm just a bad luck, so that's why I should stop going so they can start winning. No, every time I've been trying to get to go to 4. I've only been to 2. All of them are like a loss, even though the other ones is also a loss, even though I didn't go.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like the games you went to were losses, but the games you didn't go to were wins.
Oh no, all of them are lost. So I should just watch it on TV at this point, or at least online.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're not really gaining anything. Neither are you losing anything.
Yes, but at first I was trying to go to I think November like 21st. I think it was like Warriors versus the Pelicans, and they lost so much. Lost like 40. They're
By
like
40?
Yeah, I think so. They scored
Oh,
only
my.
like 83, and then Pelicans scored 128 ish or 120. Let me look it up. Yep, they did. They lost. Warriors only 83, and Pelicans is 128.
Oh.
That's like almost 45.
45. Oh my.
I don't know what happened to that, but after that they won Clippers.
Oh,
Against Clippers.
Okay, well,
See,
there's that.
I should have went to the Clippers one, but like.
All right. So now, how the college football mighty have fallen. So recently, USC, yes, the University of Southern California, was in the college football playoffs for a little while, as they were ranked number 4 with their, at the time, 10-1 record, I think it was. And it was the Pac-12 conference championship game that happened recently, and they were going up against number 12 Utah. And here's the real kicker. Quarterback Caleb Williams from USC, there were viral photos of him at practice or something, and on each of his fingernails, there were letters that spelled out F Utah.
What the heck?
Yeah, and as soon as that photo appeared, it was everywhere on the internet.
So it's like painted on his nails?
Yeah, it was it was Sharpie or something.
Sharpie?
It was Sharpie, if not paint.
Oh, damn. How do people even see that in that picture? Like, if it's only so small.
I mean, it was the photo was like pretty crisp.
Oh,
high quality.
You got caught off guard.
Yeah. So that's karma right there, because Utah just basically destroyed USC 47-24.
Ooh.
But at first, USC were up 17-3. Then the things just fell apart for the Trojans afterward.
They just turned around and then they got demolished.
Basically, as the Utes won their second straight Pac-12 conference title. And better yet, Utah even trolled the quarterback and USC by having a Twitter post of the quarterback, the original photo, and they photoshopped the letters on his fingernails to say back to back.
Aw, yeah, that is savage. That is a good like comeback, you know?
Yeah, it's ice cold. But karma aside, though, apparently Williams suffered a hamstring injury following a rushing touchdown play, and he managed to play through the game. And now he's questionable. He's ruled as questionable for the next bowl game, which we'll get to in a moment. But first, number 13 Kansas State upsetted the number 3 Horned Frogs of Texas Christian University in the other conference championship game, the Big 12 championship game. Unlike the previous game I just mentioned, fun back and forth play. The most notable play, Max Duggan made rushing plays, back-to-back plays for the Wildcats. A touchdown. No. The order was gaining some yards of his own, and then a rushing touchdown followed by a successful 2-point conversion to send the game to overtime. And then the Wildcats nailed a field goal to win their first Big 12 title in 10 years.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. To me, it seemed like the Wildcats were an underrated team amongst the playoff teams, the championship teams throughout this year. They made an unbelievable performance this past weekend, I should say. And speaking of championships, the college football playoffs are set. The top 4 are official. We have number 4 Ohio State, number 3 TCU, number 2 Michigan, and number 1 Georgia.
Ooh.
Number 2 Michigan, the Wolverines will be taking on the number 3 TCU Horned Frogs in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. And Number 1 Georgia will be taking on number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and both of those games are on New Year's Eve.
What? That is.
Yep, both those games are usually on New Year's Eve, and then afterward we have the Rose Bowl, and that's going to be taking place not on New Year's Day this time. The Rose Bowl parade will still happen, of course, but for some reason, they decided to have the game itself the day afterward. I'm always like used to the Rose Bowl being on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tradition on New Year's morning to watch the game and the parade, or vice versa, I should say. And in that matchup, it will be the Pac-12 champions, Utah, taking on number 11 Penn State.
Ooh. Always hear about Penn State.
Anyways, back to the Big Four. The winner of the two bowl matchups will compete in the national title game on January 9th at SoFi Stadium, a.k.a. home of the LA Rams.
Woo-hoo.
Yep, it's always been a national championship game at an NFL stadium.
Of course.
It doesn't get any bigger than that.
And that's college football and an NFL stadium.
Yep. And the Crimson Tide are not in the college football playoffs for the second time in program's history. They're only ranked 5th now.
Oh.
Yeah. But for a lot of people, it's really refreshing to see that they are not in the, what's the word, contention, if that's even a word, that Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU are in. The Alabama Crimson Tide, they were in a national championship game last year, and they fell short to Georgia. And I'm not going to lie, I was rooting for Georgia then.
Well, how come?
I mean, they've been, the Crimson Tide, that is, they've been dominant for
a good amount.
years now, and basically they've become the New England Patriots of college football, as in utter dominance, multiple titles. I mean, they're a great program, don't get me wrong, phenomenal program, but people are like understandably tired of seeing them just keep on winning and winning.
Yeah, they need to at least give some teams in school this different, at least a chance, you know.
Yeah, but there's some new big dogs in town, no pun intended, in the form of the University of Georgia, who are looking to win back-to-back national titles. But we'll see how that plays out. Alabama, though, will be getting some kind of compensation as they will be taking on the Big 12 champions, Kansas State, in the Sugar Bowl. Yeah, so I guess they're getting, at least they're appearing in some kind of bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and speaking of college football playoffs, recently it was announced that they are expanding the playoffs to 12 teams starting in the 2024-2025 season. I'm personally excited to watch that.
That's crazy.
We're finally going to get the March Madness of college football.
It's going to be amazing.
Top 12 teams in the nation just duking it out. Maybe a 12-seeded team could go all the way to the national championship game.
Hey.
It's crazy. Like, maybe that 12-seeded team can pull off something like what UMBC did 4 years ago against Virginia.
Ooh.
Say, for example, number 12 Oregon is taking on number 1 Georgia, and Oregon just upsets the overwhelming favorite to win the entire thing.
That's crazy.
We'll be getting that kind of energy early on into the new year, long before March Madness.
That would be
an
amazing time for college football.
Yeah, the expanded 12-team bracket. Oh, this is from an article on TBS Sports. They report the first round of the 2024-25 playoffs will take place throughout the week, ending Saturday, December 21st. First round games later in that week. The expanded 12-team bracket will feature the 6 highest-ranked conference champions as automatic qualifiers, along with the next 6 highest-ranked teams. The 4 highest-ranked conference champions will be seeded 1 to 4 with first-round byes. The next 4 highest-ranked teams, numbers 5 through 8, will host the first-round matchups. End quote.
Ooh.
Yeah, it seems a little complicated, but once we see the brackets themselves, it's going to look a lot more straightforward. But hey, I'm really looking forward to it, though we're going to have to wait 2 more years of this current
adjustment, basically. I mean, it'll take a while. That's good.
Yeah, of course. I like to see other teams that deserve a chance, like more teams having a chance to go all the way and get that title.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very exciting to see how it looks like in the coming years. Yeah.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we're just going to have to stick to 4 teams. I mean, it's still exciting, though, but it's going to be even more so
if you have multiple teams.
Absolutely.
And that's a big decision. 4 to all the way to 12. I thought at least they're gonna take it slowly to take it to 8, or 10, but no, they double almost.
Yeah, and maybe if it works out, maybe we could be seeing 24 by say 2028, or even 32 by fittingly 2032, or even 64. Maybe it's gonna become college football. Let's give it a good name. Winter Chaos.
Do you think imagine they play so much teams?
Oh no, here's a better name. Christmas Chaos.
Christmas Chaos.
Because it's taking place around
Christmas and New Year?
Christmas time and New Year.
Winter.
I mean, at least the first half would be called Christmas Chaos.
Winter Chaos.
And then Wild Winter or something like that. On that note, you know Deion Sanders?
No.
Okay, he's a legendary football player known for his tenure on, I think, the Chicago Bears, nicknamed Primetime. He had a coaching tenure at Jackson State, and recently he recently signed a deal to be the next head coach for the University of Colorado.
Oh, that's a big change after 10 years.
Yeah, and Colorado's football team recently has been awful. They were 1-11 this season.
Oof. Hey, he's trying to be like, don't worry, guys. Next season, I got you. Change that.
Yeah, my dad, I don't think he watched any Colorado games, given that he is a CU Boulder alumni himself.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was originally the head coach of Jackson State, as I mentioned, and during his tenure there, he compiled a total of 27 wins, 5 losses, including an undefeated season that happened recently, just like this past week. They went 12-0.
Shoo! That is nice.
Yeah, and originally, the Tigers were a barely winning team. With the 2021 shortened season, they were like 4-3, but now, they grew into a really good team.
Hey, if you're a really good coach.
Yeah, clearly, Coach Prime, as he's called by many, he knows what he's doing. He has the knowledge of making a winning team out of a bad team.
Yeah.
And given the track record with how he transformed Jackson State to what they are now, I'm confident that Coach Prime can do the same thing with Colorado, and maybe make them a potential threat to
other states,
the college football landscape in the coming seasons.
Yeah, shape them up.
Yeah, and he's showing no mercy, I guess.
Hey, that's why you call him Prime, like Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. Yeah. And one last story to cover. Tyson Fury
Oh.
came back and boxed Derek, I think it's Chisora or something, or Chisora, I think. Yeah. It was their third bout in their trilogy match that's apparently spanned 11 years.
Oh. Jeez.
Yeah. And Tyson Fury was the overwhelming favorite in this matchup, and he took care of business. 10th round TKO. That's his 33rd win. Still undefeated, 33 wins, 0 losses, but 1 draw. And from what I've read, he's landed more than half of his punches on Derek.
Oh, damn. Derek took all of it. Almost.
Yeah, but surprisingly, he lasted 10 rounds with
that's
this
crazy.
guy. Yeah, it's pretty good. However, there was an Instagram post of Tyson Fury, and that features him sharing burgers with the guy. Yes.
What the heck? After?
Yes, after the fight. And he even said, you truly embody the warrior spirit, and there's nothing but love and respect between us and our teams.
Okay, that's like good sportsmanship after.
Although, like, some people think that he's actually trolling.
What?
Like, he's
Like you just wanna.
yeah, I'm surprised that something like this would happen.
Yeah, after you knock someone out.
Yeah, and another weird thing is Tyson Fury was like kissing the guy's head after the match. Like, that's so unheard of, let alone in boxing,
Yeah.
from one of the greatest heavyweight champions of our time.
That is funny. Kissing his head. He should wipe it first, It's still gonna be shiny.
Okay, I don't think he did like shined. Okay, not that. But for some reason, he just kissed him. Maybe out of respect. I don't know. But that's just unheard of.
Yeah. I mean, probably he probably didn't expect that they're gonna last until 10 rounds. So he probably was surprised on that too.
Yeah.
So good sportsmanship.
Maybe so. Maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for that. But
I would give him the benefit of that.
yeah. So on that note, this has been Something Sporty. I am Erik, and this is
AKA Gian, and also we're gonna play some Metro Boomin songs for our ending shows. So
all right. Let's roll the song. We wish all of you a great rest of your week. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you again for our final episode, same time next Monday.
Yep.
Take care, everybody.